Right guys, this is our first go at an intro video. This is welcome to episode 43 of Life on the Tour. I'm Dane.
And I'm Callum. And join us for the last tournament of 2025, a Challenger in Adelaide, where we chalk up some wins on the singles and doubles court.
Yeah, the snowball's getting big and we keep building. Really excited for the last event of the year. Admittedly, we're a bit far in the future. We're trying to keep it up to date, but I hope you enjoy anyway.
See you there. Teeth out for a cup volley. At the end of a cup volley, you've got to get your teeth out as you cut it. Yeah. We officially arrived in Playford.
Just about to get my phone out to film.
Wow, we're onto it. We're onto it now.
Last week, not allowing the thoughts that are in my mind telling me I'm tired. I've got pre-season to look forward to let my motivation and energy to progress just diminish. So it's an opportunity this week. Keep playing well, keep fucking put my best foot forward. Cal behind the camera is going to do the same.
Yeah, hell yeah. We're going to finish strong.
I think last week I was letting the narrative of being tired and burnt out actually dictate me too much. I was speaking to Laura about that, so this week
That's good awareness.
Even just seeing it in conversation.
Yeah, seeing it come
I
up.
was just saying to people, oh yeah, like feeling pretty tired. Like there's no point in even saying that.
Yeah, actually you were. You were. It's good awareness. Because then it consolidates that narrative to yourself. So great to catch it. And look at this. It actually feels like summer here right now. Didn't have the warmest weather in Sydney, so let's just fucking act like we're fresh. Let's fire up. Well, just joke is I'm actually fresh. So just all you have to do is retire for 9 months and you feel fresh. Just walked in the room. Dana's going to share with me this week. So Clay can just have his own room where we can banter in the evenings. Looks pretty nice and spacious. We've actually been treated lately. Ooh. You know what they say? Long week.
Boys just went to Woolies, stocked up a bit.
Kick it off the tourney tomorrow. Dana third on us.
Literally Ashes. It's Ashes matchup. Me versus Finn Bass.
Good condies to play, a bit slower, a bit bouncy, he can fizz it up. He's good in the slow.
Yeah, I got Dubs, can't switch the camera. We got Dubs 5th on?
Yeah, and
I got singles 3rd on and Dubs 5th on. Well, we got Dubs 5th on, which is pretty unheard of. Usually it's like 1st and 3rd or 2nd and 4th. But, yeah. Welcome to
This is the
pad.
Welcome to the pad.
We sleep on that one day and just keep this one free.
Yeah.
Organic milk. Just replacement dopamine with a bit of mint crisp. This is actually Delaney's. Minus the chocolate. That's the Delaney's right there. Jake, Jesse, Jesse, Marcus. That's Jesse. Jake. Jake has dates too though. Who has more milk?
Not sure, but I'm going to say the dates is Marcus.
You reckon? And that's Jess, Jake, Marcus, Jesse.
Match day. Just been at the physio behind me, a physio room. Been always managing this little neck issue. It's susceptible to it. I'm trying to retrain the way I sleep to not be sleeping to my stomach, neck sideways. Dave, the physio, has been really good. So been trying to just stay on it. I've historically been lazy with seeing the physio day in, day out unless I'm really cooked. Part of it, I just felt almost bad for using them when I'm not that injured, but I realised that's actually part of the job and that's actually what's going to prevent injuries, especially now that I'm in the 30s. Neck mobility, good. Going to play practice set leading into dubs today, which isn't usually something I do, but haven't played any practice dubs points yet in Adelaide, so just going to get out there and get a cheeky set in. And then part of the job, coaching Christian as well, is he had a loss yesterday and now he's keen to train, so I got to honour that. I have to do some training with him, which is what he actually needs right now is ball tolerance from the back, so 2 cross 1 line sort of work, which is freaking physical. So I'm probably going to be clocking 2.5 hours on court before this dubs match. That's when this 8-9 hour training days at home pay off. Capacity's high. All right, round one, Playford. Playing Jesse Delaney and Leo. Can't remember your last name. As usual, the boys. Oh no, we're actually about to put down a hold. Yeah, feeling good. We've had a lot of matches now in the last 2 weeks, and I think we're looking and feeling pretty comfortable on the doubles court. No, I'm keeping this narration. Let's go. Come on. Inside in backhand from me for a change. That's nice. For a change, we'll one break each to start the match, and I'm looking to get a break on the board, and hopefully we can consolidate it with a hold. But not often the case. Leo obviously doesn't know me that well. Sit middle on that one. 30-40 break point down. Bad lead from me. Very bad lead. When in doubt, hit it. Good return. And break point again. Great point from Dane. That's 2 breaks to the boys. And I think we consolidated it for that time. 4-3 up. Nice net position and good slant off the court. Pretty slow conditions here, so good returning conditions from both. Jesse with a nice little knock there. We know he gets the reps in on the training courts with the knock volleys, so we try and deprive him of those on the match court because he's so good at them, and throw in a few more lobs. When Dano's in this forehand cross-court rally with Jesse, I've just got to back him here. I want to go and I want to make the move on the cross, but I've got to back him in that forehand cross, so I'm a little less likely to make a move, whereas if I was playing with a guy that wasn't so competent at the back. And that's clutch serving from Dano with the boys actually consolidating a break and taking the first set 6-4. Looking to keep the momentum rolling here, and a little bit chaotic, but a nice way to win that point. And for a change, 40 love up. Not sure what it feels like, but yeah, geez, to hold that quickly feels very nice. Good scrap from the boys, just keeping the ball alive. Nice lob there. Different when you're playing a left-hander, trying to be aware as well of when they're coming in, which side is going to be their forehand smash, And so a little bit different, a few different things to take into account. Good return. Just rushed him. It actually was a let. That was unlucky from them, but everyone knows you just got to take those calls even when you're playing your mates. It's just go to the umpire's call, and so be it. And boys up a break here, but I'm getting in a little bit of trouble. I wasn't serving great this match. Was really giving them a lot of opportunities to get into the point and hand the break back. A little bit of frustration there. Early cross from Leo, saw that one coming and was able to find the gap, and the boys straight back on it. And not the greatest match we've played, but very relieved to get through that one, and hopefully we can lift our level in the next match. Good day at the office for the boys. First round, Adelaide. Singles win from Dano. Finn Bass lighting it up first set.
Weathered the Sanders.
Weathered the storm. I was impressed with the attitude to not be going, what the fuck's going on?
Our line was telling me just you've had a good year, it's just all good, it's all good to lose. You're tired, mate. And I was just going, shh.
Yeah.
I was just watching it.
Yeah.
Stayed calm. It's tough conditions, windy, a lot slower. Court's bouncing a lot higher than the last couple of weeks. Yep. I did a good job just to stay. I was in like a real calm state. The whole mind wasn't really getting too flustered by anything. And just that, I think, allowed me to find some good tennis and weather the storm. Now we're back home, quick shower.
Yep, went out, got the dubs win 4-4. Classic match for us. 4-4 win. You'd think, oh yeah, broke once each set or something, but no, we broke probably twice each set. Lost serve at least once a set, maybe probably lost serve. Lost serve 3 times. If we can hold serve, we're a joke because we always break it. But we're learning.
Yeah,
we're learning.
That's the new thing. Break their serve and then try and consolidate with a hold. That's the tough part, actually.
Yeah. So for us, holding is like a break. Breaking's just another day in the office. Pretty good Atmos going down. Bernie playing fizz. Bit of a crew. Mate. Some want it. Some don't.
You reckon if we do that, we're serving 240 or 260? I tell you what, he's serving all right now. He was hitting me some serves out there before I was getting returns. He was serving well. He had the 16-19s though. That's right. Extended. Yeah. Just gotta level it out by ticking the legs though.
Second round of play for the last tournament of the year. First round, unfortunately, there's no highlights. Played against Finn Bass and I won in a tight 3-setter. And Shirashi is no easy customer. Extremely crafty. You'll see some pretty sick rallies. Obviously, we're both not bigs. We both, can't blast the ball too hard. There's a lot of cat and mouse, as you can see with this point right here, Exhibit A. But Shirashi's got a lot of court craft. Hasn't got the biggest serve on him, either do I. Mine probably pips his though. But he's got very good ball control and feel, especially off the backhand wing. Feel like he can, angle it cross, he can go redirect line, and usually he's making that. But he misses that to give me the break. Gets a break point of his own though. He's got a great ability to make balls, put a lot of returns in the court, and just to make him beat you. Good point there. Great sneak, great option. Just not really pushing through with my body on that volley, just chopping down. Sometimes it's very easy for the net to come into play on that volley. Obviously, you're not wanting it to be too high, wanting to keep the ball low for your opponent if they're to get to the pass. But I get up a break again, go down 540, but hold that game. And because Shirashi hasn't got the biggest serve, I've always, I'm a good chance to break him, and that's what I built a lot of pressure in his service games, making him play in basically every single point. And as you can see, the pressure's getting to him. I'm up 5-2 in this first set. He loves that angle dipper pass, and I've played him a couple times now, so I was waiting for that one, and that volley gives me the first set. See, they're pretty unconventional forehand technique, very Western grip. You can see it creates a lot of elevation on the ball, but I feel like sometimes he can struggle to penetrate off that side. So in a way, I feel like it's the more safe part of the court to hit into his forehand. Yes, he can make you move, but I've got good movement, so I think if I hit a decent shot there, I'm getting to the next shot at least. And just playing really solid, giving myself up a break in the second set. But Shirashi, he's not going away. He's got a couple more break points, just saved 1, 2, and this game's turning out to be really important. Another big forehand there, really good stuff for me under the pump there on the scoreboard to come up with a good forehand like that. That's an uncharacteristic miss for Shirashi in the forecourt. He's usually really good at that stuff. And again, really just trusting myself in the bigger moments. Really proud of myself for that in this match. Finding a lot of good forehands there. After momentum was maybe slightly going in the favour of Shirashi. Scary dive. That one really hurt actually. And hold on to my service game to give myself a match point. And very happy with my performance. Very tough opponent.
Yes! Yes!
Let's go, quarterfinals. Vamos. What are we working on?
Back leg, a bit more back leg in his serve. I'm only taking off my left leg. Ball toss can be a little far forward, a little bit like a 70 serve. We're just rolling through it.
Do what you do now and do what you're trying to change.
Now is
Yeah.
Yeah. So
And then what are you trying to do?
One on the left.
so
We're trying to get
now I'm trying to feel that right leg actually pushing into
And
gravity.
then
Yeah.
you want to
Just
coil.
Shelton.
You want to try and coil 10 or 15 degrees, a little bit. So only a little bit, but you're going back and down on a 45-degree angle. And then you're going up. Yep. Then you're trying to land.
Yeah.
in a good position.
I've also been slowly pushing. My left feet used to be so close together.
Yeah.
I've been slowly pushing that further out because I've thought about this exactly.
Yeah. So that's So just do a couple more. You do one more. Yeah, just one more time. Be more exaggerated and more sitting back like you're sitting in a chair. Like this. Yeah. Down. Yeah. There you go. Yeah. Better. There and then back. Perfect. Good. You also from here. Like when you're loading, when you're coming back up, it's not about, you want to load too much, you want to load to the point where then you can come out of front. Good. So then you'll get your toss back, right? Because you're going to be loading. Now, the other thing is being faster out of your hip.
Yeah.
For more power, right?
Boys on the way for dinner. Carly and Clay just had a coaches conference.
Vamos.
We got
I just played Duns against Singles guys.
we got three GOAT coaches here.
Yeah.
My coach.
Carly for serve,
Cole Schmidt, number 1.
Marcus for stiff 40.
Coley for serve.
Not number one today.
Play technique.
I'm still
Did
learning.
he serve alright?
Marcus, fucking 40 domination.
And knockoffs.
Yeah. Scissors, paper, rock.
Was that best of one or three?
Best of 1. Scissors, paper, rock.
Knew it.
My God.
That's so savvy. This guy's rookie.
The fucking love you and get this fucking key. Splash on. They're gonna ask for ID, but Cal has to go. Cole Schmidt. He's homeless and check your taps.
Check your taps.
Jackson C. Frank. If anyone hasn't listened to him, go check him out right now.
Jackson C. Frank.
Easiest life in the game.
This is Dano's new trick. Vamos! How bad do you want it?
Laura's not here to do the chores, so someone's got to.
Teeth out for a cup volley. At the end of a cup volley, you've got to get your teeth out as you cut it. That's how you're going to keep them
The
clean.
more you cut them, the more you cut your teeth, the more you cut the volley.
Good volleying today. Ready? Oh, great one. How bad do you want it?
I want it this way.
I want it.
I want it. I want it.
That's it. Wow. Best mullet in the game.
Quarterfinals against Filip Sekulic. Monster 40. Good serve on him. Great movement, especially out to the forehand wing. Or Exhibit A. Can slide out to that 40 really well. My goal this match was to try and make Phil uncomfortable, try and take the ball early, and to rush him. And I think I did a good job of that at the start of this match, although I went down an early break with a backy cross pass there from Phil. But yeah, my goal was to try and not let points be play where Phil's just munching forehands from the corner and just bullying me side to side. And to do that, I was having to take the ball early, come into the net when I can, especially to his backhand. Change the pace up a bit, use my slice, use my heavy balls. But yeah, just try and disrupt Phil's rhythm and play aggressive tennis where I'm, controlling the points and taking chances. Phil likes to sit back and find fours. So it's a good. It was probably the best course of action for me, and now the goal was obviously to execute. And I did a really good job after being down 2-love to stay calm and to stay committing to the right type of game plan. And from 2-love, I got 5-2, a double break. So a massive swing of momentum. And I give credit to myself for just staying calm at the start of this set, and not shying away from the way I should play. You can see here, just try and change the paces up. You can see he's got a really whippy forehand, can kind of just crunch it wherever he likes. But a good job there. And we have 2 in the second set. No one's made their mark in the second set just yet. I'm starting to play some really good ball. I know my time, I was going to have chances on his serve if I kept playing this way. But I had a lot of chances this set, and Phil did a great job to keep holding serve and really put the pressure on me, serving to stay in it at 4-all. And really nice backhand return there. And another really lovely backhand return to get the break 5-4 at a really critical time. Now 7 for the match. Match point to reach the semis here. And a big 4 he goes long from Phil. Really happy with that win. Semis, baby. Vamos.
Quarterfinal, playing Imamura and Matsuda. Very typical Japanese players, very clean ball strikers from the back. Knew we were going to have a lot of chances on our returning games. Both of them not having the biggest serves, especially Matsuda, but both unbelievable returners. So there was going to be a few breaks going down in the match. Weirdly, personally, I remember feeling just a little bit on edge for some reason. It was probably the first match back that I felt a little bit easily triggered by errors of mine and felt slightly angry. So I was trying to combat that. We had a lot of chances in this first set. A set point here to take the set 6-3. And in the rally, bad miss there. Got to hand it to these Japanese boys. They have fun out there. They're never in a bad mood. It's definitely a page to be taken out of their book. And good move from the boys there, from Imamura. Then a break point here for us to get another look to serve for the first set. Good strike from Dane. Nice and aggressive from me as well. Yes, and we break again, taking it to a 6-5 lead. Second bite at the apple to serve for the set, but a break point down. And great return from Imamura here. Can't believe he slid that one off the strings, and we're into the first set tiebreak. One of those times of just trying to come back to the present, really trying to come back to the present, not thinking about the fact that you served the set twice. And I think those thoughts were coming up in my head a little bit. Wasn't my best match mentally, and a bad volley from me there to finish, but really determined to not lose this match because of lack of attitude or lack of willingness to move on. So off to a good start to get up 2-love, but hand the break back to 2-1. It's actually comical watching some of my matches back, how often we break and get broken back. And a few times I've noticed here and the last match I've left balls that have just dropped in on the baseline, and sometimes that can be a sign of nerves if you're almost playing choosing the option out of hope rather than having courage and looking for the ball. Good point from the Japs there. I was definitely not at my best, but a roar of comedic emotion there to actually put a hold down. Weren't too many going down. Nice hands from Imamura.
Okay.
felt like the level was increasing a little bit. It was getting a better understanding, staying back on my serve a bit more because these guys are such great returners and they can put it in awkward positions. Really good scramble from Dana there. Unreal put away. Well done. The boys were fighting and the mood was lifting, and we were starting to create more opportunities. I was personally playing with a bit more clarity. Can never be angry at Matsuda. Second cutest guy on tour behind Noguchi. Maybe first, actually. Good return there. Now it's time to lift. 6-5 juice. Set point here, and I've taken the juice point off Dano, and I've backed myself in, and the boys clutch up for a 7-5 second set win, and now it's time to the breaker, and we were really good volley from me there. A little bit of luck involved, but we're growing in confidence and starting to find our way through more serving points. Off to an early lead 4-1, and then back to 5-4 down. Pretty patchy match, as I said at the start, because 4 good returners on the court. There can be strings of momentum one way or the other because it's not such a serve-dominated match. Just trying to hang tight there on the forehand cross, not get too scared there. Great move from Dane to just to come across and take the opportunity, and clutch return 8-6 to put us in a position for a match point, and pure relief. I knew it was a decent draw for a quarterfinal, so absolutely stoked to get through and live to fight another day. Yesterday was a good win from us to battle through the match tiebreak. It's hard to get footage of like the actual unfoldings of the day sometimes because I'm hustling around getting to the court. I'm not really going to waste time setting up a camera, especially when I'm getting there to coach Christian. You know, there's a few time constraints. It's just that's when you want to rather do the task well than document the task. But went straight from like an hour warm up yesterday with Dano, and then played our match, got through, which was huge. We had a lot of opportunities, and I don't know, I just felt for the first time since this comeback that I was a little bit moody throughout the match, and I was able to sort of combat the potential moodiness with increased vocal positivity. I guess I was just ripping come-ons when I was winning big points, and just trying to really lift the energy. I feel like that's super important in tennis, is to try to know when you got to lift the energy, and in doubles, maybe even more so in doubles because it's quick pace, you know. And then went straight from the match court, literally walked straight to the practice court. Christian was ready probably an hour into a training session. This is one of the things about coaching and playing. So I'm not even sure how much I've spoken about this yet, but I'm coaching Christian as well as playing doubles, and it's an even distribution of energy and focus. I want to do both jobs as good as I can. Most of the time I'll try and make it as easy as possible for him and plan my sessions around his, because you know he's playing a coach, that's got to be there. But yesterday, because I was playing a match and he was practicing in the afternoon, working around my match time, and went straight to the practice court with him. And as life goes, have tennis goes, sometimes you have troughs, sometimes you have peaks, and he may be in a very subtle way in a bit of a trough right now. Don't experience this for 18 months straight, I would say. Christian, it's only been 2 or 3 weeks. It's just been a little bit unfortunate, him getting sick and whatnot. Anyhow, really keen to get into the sessions with him and problem solve together and be smart about what we're working on. And a lot more baseline ball tolerance is required from him to move up these levels. That's kind of a little bit of a shift of focus of late with him. Always trying to work on the aggressive game and the way you're going to win points, asserting yourself with his serve and forehand transition game. But the meat and potatoes of tennis is sometimes just that ball tolerance from the baseline. I try and make sure I'm giving my best. I don't want to be obviously tired or less present than he deserves. So I'd like to keep the scenario going, so I want to do it as well as I can, and I really want him to succeed. I really, really care for him and care for his results regardless of how that looks on me. Today, Dane's playing first on singles. We're playing third on doubles, so I'm going to be out there for 2 hours of Christian, not hitting the whole time, only hitting for one of that 2 hours. Yeah, so a lot of energy to be output each day, a lot of like organisation with times of practice, and I feel like my capacity for day-to-day output is much higher after this stint of stopping and coaching. And I don't know, people can have this obscure picture that once you stop competing as a player, life's going to get easier. And I just found that I wanted to make money, and as any tennis coach out there knows, when you're coaching for hourly rate return, there's a lot of hours to be had to make good money. And so I was pumping them out a lot. So coming back to this life and this scenario where I'm got to put 2 hours in, let's say, coaching before I can go out there for my dub semi, feels manageable. Yeah, hasn't been too much free time. Get back late at night, Dane and I call Laura and Cappy, and then attend to some of this life on the tour stuff last thing before bed. And then a little meditation I found just to simmer back down, get clear the head before bed. Leopard shorts on today. Let's go. All right, semis, dubs, time to fire up. Haven't even had my coffee yet. Coming up. Amos. Have a good day, everybody. Missed yet?
I did miss once.
Long?
Yeah.
Okay, no net. Good.
Semifinals day, singles and dubs. Let's get it. Alright, up against Duckworth in the semis here, trying to get my revenge. He got me in Sydney. And it was absolutely hurricane conditions from the get-go. My job against Ducks this time was to just show up a bit more mentally. I feel like last time I was just letting my emotions get the better of me a little bit, going for a little bit too much. I mean, he was playing very aggressive, so I was in some regards forced to, but I was just really excited to put up a better fight and just to be a bit more present during this match, because I was playing some good tennis. It was a really good opportunity to play such a top player and really challenge myself. And served for the first set, got broken, but really good job to stay calm and try and put a good tiebreak together. Using the middle corridor a lot during this match because the wind was so fierce, so the wind was kind of doing the work for me. You can kind of see the umbrella on the umpire's chair moving a lot. But after a 6-3 lead in the first set tiebreak, it's 6-all. Play a really solid point and execute here to give myself another set point. And nice deep forehand, draw 0 from Ducks. First set. Vamos. But knowing Ducks, he's not going to go away. He's going to find a way to make things uncomfortable. And even though it's windy, I feel like Ducks, has such a great serve. He can kind of serve through the conditions a bit, so he's always a tricky customer. And break ourselves, or break each other back to back. And Ducks find himself with a break point at 5-all in the second set, and I nearly lose my marbles there, but keep it together. Get there, son. Scary volley from Ducks, and he seals the second set. So we're in for an absolute war. 7-6 me, 7-5 Ducks. Ducks keeping the momentum from the end of the second set with a 15-40 lead in this first game of the third. The wind pushes that one wide. Thanks, wind. Ace wide. Just normal. That's normal stuff from me. To get the second break point, and obviously extremely important to find a way to hold there. Stop the momentum. Stop the bleeding. And ducks with some deft hands there. That's pretty scary. That was an unbelievable point. Oh, didn't get the break. After a dive. Probably deserved it. And now we're going down to the absolute wire. Wow, nice. Wow, scary. 4-all, third set. Holding serves decently comfortably, considering the weather. I feel like we're both struggling a little bit on returns. And except for right now, find myself with a match point. 5-4 in this third set. Ducks with a really good point. And that was nearly one of my best match points of all time, but apparently just long to some supporters that were sitting on the side. That's what they said. And after having a match point, Ducks does what Ducks does, and he finds a way to hold serve. And now we find ourselves 2-all in the third set breaker. Really nice back in there, stay composed. See the ball moving a lot, especially with that slice when it's sitting up a bit. It just has a lot of time for the wind to affect it. Oof. Really unreal point there. 5-all, third set breaker. Scary return to give myself another match point, and I do it 7-6 in the third. Vamos, finals time. Let's fucking go. Come on, mate. Scary win. Average tennis. Great mental effort. The final tomorrow, baby. There's some battle scars on my leg. Let's keep it going. Last event of the year. Come on.
Semi-final time. The boys are happy to find ourselves at the business end of another challenge, a third one in the row, making semis or better. Got a tough task here playing OG Red Widow Reece Stalder and Chandrasekhar. Savvy Indian doubles player. A lot of savvy Indian doubles players out there, and this guy's no different. Two really nice guys as well, if I may add. And great hands from them. Really good feel. Not the most power at their disposal, but really good feel. Dane had a long singles match this day against Ducks, an absolute war. So I was expecting him to be a little bit fatigued mentally or emotionally, and I thought he did a really good job at just fighting and staying positive and physically. He's in such great nick that he was able to not show many signs at all of fatigue out there. Me personally, I felt slow and sluggish. I felt a bit tired this match. Not to take anything away from the boys, but 3 weeks of coaching and playing, a lot of hours at the courts, a lot of court time. I just felt a little bit fatigued, and I was trying to sort of combat that, because when you get down to these later matches in the tournaments, the points, there's more points on the line each match. The points, double pretty much each round, and so each match becomes more important. And scrappy first set from us there, 6-3 down, but really good returning from Reece and Arnie, and they're also, being the savvy doubles players they are, just really good service partner, helping them out. It was actually insane how many times I got passed, and another leave that's just dropped inside the baseline. It's been really hurting me watching these matches back and seeing how many times I've left the ball. That was a lucky one. But when in doubt, hit it, Callum. I'm going to put a point of emphasis on that moving into the next couple of weeks. nice to have a second camera angle here. Good to watch. Apart from just not having just the back camera, and again, Dane in a 4 cross rally with a guy that I back him to beat. So I'm going to hold my ground there and not run over too quickly. Boys done early break, but just hanging on. Not for long. OG Red Widow with just such nice feel off his backhand. He can kind of hold the ball and play it either way. A lot of guys have to pick where they hit before it comes, and Stalder is very good at holding it. And probably our worst doubles match we've played in the last 3 tournaments. But credit where credit's due. These guys are a quality team, and I'm proud of our efforts.
All right, it's finals day. Let's go. First final of the Challenger in ages. Last one was Bernie, 2024. Weather's looking a bit dicey. Suke Okamura. Pumped for today. Hopefully can get on. Hopefully the rain holds off. I'm second on after the girls' final. Cal's in the shower, listening to some indie music as always. About to go with Brecky, but I thought I'd have a little chat to the camera. Finals are a really special opportunity. I've played a fair few, no Challenger finals, but future finals, and I'm both proud to already have made a final, but also I've known in finals the mind is really loud. It obviously wants the outcome, it wants to win, it wants to prove itself, it wants things to be a certain way. I feel like, the louder it is, the greater the opportunity to surrender it. So that's how I'm viewing today. It's going to be loud with, what if you win your first Challenger, or what if, what if, and more of anxiety build up as well. I felt more excited, more butterflies this morning. So there's definitely a lot of mental energy this morning. Seeing that as a really good chance to not let it affect me, and just to stay strong in my process and stay strong in the real reason of why I'm playing, and the real reason and where the true treasure lies in each match, and that is just to be the best I can be, and to use each shot to become a better player, to not let fear and anger and all the mind's noise distract me from my mission. As again, I probably sound like a broken record now, but that'll be the mission till the day I die, and that's why I'm playing tennis, to really control my mind and to master myself, because I found a new way of being that rings more true to my core. Today's a beautiful chance, and I'm looking forward to it. Should be a great match versus Rings.
Alright, playing for my first Challenger title again. I have lost in 2 finals previous, and I was really, really hungry to try and get my first title and end the year on a high note. Last match of the year. But Rinky let me know very early on in this match why he's such a good player. He played an unbelievable first set. Showed me again how good his running 4 he was. Burnt me a fair few times on it. But again, quite windy like the match against Ducks. Maybe not as bad, but still pretty swirly. And Rinky showing his all-court game to get the double break in this first set. And I'm staring down the barrel of a quick triple break. So now almost my goal at the end of this set was to kind of use it as a warm-up for the second set. Not that I'd given up, but I needed to step up my game the second set, play more aggressive. Rinky was just playing too good for me to play the way I was. He was forcing me to play, a lot more aggressive tennis, take it to him, because when he was getting, the first strike in the rally, I was losing the point basically every time. So it forced me to come to the net more, take more risk, and and also, mentally just making sure he knows that I'm here for the fight. And that's an absolutely scary running 4. As you can see, I'm really stepping up my aggression, and it rewards me with a break. And now I'm serving for the second set. Really nice play under pressure there at 540. Again, I've been finding my wide serve, my 4 line working really well on the first court. Oh, that's just dramatic. That one actually hurt a fair bit though. Just slamming the hip into the ground. Rinky finds himself with another break point to keep himself in the second set. And I feel like Rinky's really good at knowing what to do and when to do it. I think when I've played him, that's his biggest strength. He reads how the other person's feeling. And you can see here he's really just turned down the aggression, making me play a lot of balls. and waiting for the right time to strike, and he does. Good get there. Scary point from both of us. And I find myself, after getting broken to win the second, I find myself with a set point on Rinky's serve. Just taped that shot for the second set. Tough volley there, especially in the swirly wind. And we played an absolute crack over tiebreak in the second set. I find myself up 7-6. Rinky, unbelievable running forward under pressure there. And that match point, really nice backhand for me. Putting pressure on with just a lot of pace and a lot of depth. 9-8 me. Another chance to close out the second set. Rinky a little bit tight in that backy, pulling up a little bit. Really good stuff for me to stay calm, stay composed when I'm having chances to close out the second set. To hold my nerve and do it in a really tight tiebreak. Letting out a bit of anger there after I didn't mind the drive volley there going short, and I remember Rinky playing a bit of a stinker game to give me the break back in this third set. Really nice. Sometimes I feel like on that shot I don't turn my shoulders enough, and I could work on that, I think. On the really short backhand, kind of get a bit front on. There we go. Seeing that I can't get enough pace on it, and then Rinky hits a lob. So after trading 3 breaks, tell myself, what's this for? Because I was just playing a little bit passive. Just trying to remind myself, or just being angry at the fact that I wasn't using the match to really improve. I just got a little bit stuck in the winning side of things. And yes, I want to win, but I'm really wanting just to play free and let winning be a result of that. And Rinky, I made him play volley after that decent first serve, and he kind of chunks that volley to really let me back in this final. Keep my chances for a title alive. Really big point there. Nice reflex, good read of the play. And that was match point. Really nice forward under pressure. And again, that's what it's all about for me. That's a success, Even if I miss that shot, if I go with it full commitment, I'm going to be, not leaving the court with any regret. So have another match point with good aggression. But Rinky is putting on a lot of pressure. And congratulations, Rinky. It's a bit of a dagger to lose that, but an awesome match against one of my really good friends. Great year. Let's keep it rolling. What do you know? Back at another airport after a tough loss. But can't be too down on myself. Been doing really well the last few months, and I've unlocked a level that feels really good. Feels really good. There's been a lot of shifts happening within me, and it feels like I'm on the right track. Today was disappointing. Had my chances.
But Rinky was good close today, especially that first set. It proved why he's been at the top of the game. So a lot to learn, and it's nice. I feel like my body and my mind's starting to shut down a bit. I don't have to worry about another match for a while. It's a really nice feeling actually. I don't have to worry about the nerves or the just that whole energy around being in a tournament. It's quite draining, so it's really nice to not have to worry about that, not have that. But again, I come out of this swing in these last 4 or 5 months really proud of myself, really keen for more. I feel like I'm playing good tennis, but I feel like there's so much more I can give and there's so much more I can improve on. So I'm on the right track, and I've got a big pre-season to work on a lot of things. For now, a week off to more working, get off the phone, get off the screens, immerse myself in nature.
A reminder that hot drinks hostile on board and the use of mobile phones, smoking and vaping is strictly prohibited on the
I'm
tarmac.
really getting back into it. So, love you all, laugh on the tour. We'll continue.